Here we are back on Exoplanet. I feel like this map comes up very often in the rotation. I'm not a huge fan. I would much rather play on Eden or Angel City, but it's not a bad map. Are you jumping in? We're back to my alternator pilot still, and we're using the pulse blade, trying to use that effectively, or trying to sort of learn how to use that effectively because I don't use it very often. And so rather than rush headlong at the enemy, I decided to sort of we try to catch him from the side. And of course, no one goes through that the time I use that. Some quick AI kills. Reload. I had one bullet left in the gun. Oop, and then I got popped from behind. We have a slight lead, but at this point in the game, it's going to be very short-lived. Or usually it's short-lived. Usually in the very beginning of the game, things go back and forth pretty fast. And at that point, I got caught in the geometry, and it was a miracle that guy didn't kill me sooner. That is one bad thing about this game, like, because the mobility options are pretty crazy. It's very easy to get stuck on stuff, and so I'm trying to get revenge on the guy who killed me, and I got picked off from behind. And then the game's like, you should use close combat, and it's like, yeah, no shit. My pulse blade didn't last very long. I'm not a huge fan of the pulse blade. See, that was like the third time I tried to kill that guy, and that's something that's like one of the worst mistakes you can make. Like, when you keep getting killed by a guy, don't run at him again. You should find a way around the map. Try to focus on other issues. I'm trying to get anybody who decides to come back and snipe here. For some reason, I threw my pulse blade instead of my regular grenade. And now we're really far behind. Where it's 90 to 144. And I see that there's an enemy Titan. Drop my turret. And you know, I keep going back to the area trying to see if anyone's sniping. Sort of stupidly. And then, well, I'm focused on where I thought the enemy Titan was, and another one comes up on my side. And then I run right into the same Titan that just killed me. So far, my pulse blade usage has been pretty ineffective. I haven't caught anybody in the radius of it, really. You know, I got like one AI kill. For some reason, I decided to rush this Legion. And I tried to rodeo it, but for some reason, it didn't even let me get close to it. So I swapped back to my Spitfire because this map, the long ranges are starting to get to me. Yeah, I see someone sniping my ally, and I yeah, hop on top of that building and take him out, and then take a spot, right. Sadly, my rocket just sort of bounced off against that Titan's deployment shield. And there's like 3 enemy Titans hanging out now. Oh, 3 or more. And yeah, I should have left a little bit sooner. They focused their attention on me. But luckily I got my Titan. We are like 100 points behind. And now I see this Ronin here, and I'm like, I try to chase him down. He nukes. I try to escape. I wasn't quite fast enough, and so I end up like getting right in this guy's path. Don't get any kills. And then looks like an enemy Ion that got me. No, it was a Tone. The silhouettes for some of the Titans are pretty hard to distinguish from a distance. Like Scorch and Legion are very close, and Tone and well, Tone and Ion are very close, and Ion and North Star and Ronin are very close. I try to get some revenge here. I know there's a pilot up top that I missed. I should have switched to my Spitfire. And for some reason I had my Archer equipped. I guess I thought a Titan was going to be closer than... I thought it was made closer than it actually was. All the enemy Titans are hanging out in the same area pretty much for the entire match. So I'm trying to get some kind of like a damage output on them. There was smoke for some reason there. And I finally get a kill on a Titan.
Good work taking that Titan down.
I thought there was an enemy there. That's why I shot into that building. But then there was an enemy on the other side, so I was my intuition was just slightly off. And at this point, we are very far behind. We're like 100 points behind, with 3 minutes left in the game, pretty much. And finally, I was able to get some revenge on the guys who have been sniping me all match.
Still win. Let's do this 6-4.
And my aim was so bad there. I was just like, this whole match was me tilting. And that I knew there was a pilot there, but for some reason I'm looking up rather than like right down the stairs. He might have been cloaked. Yeah, he was cloaked. But I should have been looking down rather than up. I may have seen his movement. Trying to get at least some AI kills. Yeah, and we got wiped out. That was a pretty bad match. I call on my Titan here at the end, trying to get some kind of redemption. See if I can't cause some kind of havoc and take up maybe that Tone that was harassing me for a while. And so I try to get around behind him, and then a Legion ends up coming around behind me. And there's 3 Titans. There's a Tone, Legion, and a Ronin. And I'm like, maybe I can kill one of them. And of course, none. I get none. I was able to damage them at least. And so I pop my turret down. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Let's try to escape. However unlikely it may be. And then I keep like getting caught on things. And then we actually escaped. And so it was a pretty bad match, but we finally got to escape a loss. Yeah, there was no way. Yeah, 5 kills, 1 Titan kill. There was no way I was top 3 on that one. Yeah, I got my hot zone extract points. I think we're gonna go check out our unlocks. But thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, a comment, a subscription if you want to see more in the future. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.